Hey cookers, I'm going to show you a couple of secrets to what I call shortcut strawberry shortcake. We're cooking with Jill. Welcome to my kitchen. So I was in Aldi's the other day and I saw these strawberries for $1.65 for a quart of strawberries, and I'm going like, I think we should have some shortcut strawberry shortcake. So I decided to put this together for you. So when I cut these strawberries, I don't cut the cap off. Let me show you what I mean. So a lot of people go and cut the strawberry like that, and they just leave what I call the shoulder to the berry sitting here. And that's just a lot of wasted strawberry there. And I also one day bought a tool that would dig down in here and pull the cap out. Using that strawberry cap thing was really kind of a waste of my time trying to do that. So when I clean strawberries, what I do is I just hold it by the cap and then just slice the berries like this, and then just trim all around the cap as best I can so I don't waste. Now these berries, of course, they've been washed. And I just trim them up like this. Just slice them up, trim them back on the cap. Not really caring if they're like full slices or anything. Here we go. So this reminds me of when my kids were young. I used to take them to the strawberry patches in May, and they would just pick strawberries and pick strawberries, and we'd pick for about an hour or two, then the kids would get bored. And the kids usually, you know, they'd eat more than what they'd pick and put in the container. But it was fun. It was family time. So I guess the question for you is do you have any stories of taking your kids picking strawberries and so forth? It's a lot of fun. And who doesn't like strawberries? So now that your strawberries are sliced, this is about a half cup of sugar. I'm just going to pour it in here, and then I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to pour some more sugar in there. So what's going to happen is as the strawberries sit in the sugar in the refrigerator, it's going to draw out the juices of the berries, and it's going to create a syrup, and it will be absolutely delicious. So I want a little more sugar. I'm going to put the rest of this in here. You want these berries to be well coated with sugar. You don't necessarily want a pile of sugar at the bottom of your bowl, but you want the berries to be well coated and mixed up thoroughly. So that looks really, really good there. Gotta eat one. So now I just cover the berries in plastic wrap, leave them in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, and let it draw out those juices. You could do this in like a Tupperware bowl or any sort of storage container. I like using this bowl because, well, it looks pretty on camera. Not any more complicated than that. So when this is done, I'm going to make the shortcakes, and there's a couple of shortcuts that I do for making the shortcakes. So I'll see you in a bit. So now we're going to do the shortcakes, and this came to me probably 20-25 years ago. I wanted to make strawberry shortcake. I go, look, it's really just a biscuit. Pancake mix is really just watered down biscuit mix, like Biscuit or something like that. So I was like, let's try this, and it works well. So this is a quarter cup of flour, a little more than a quarter cup. I'm going to save most of it, or a little bit of it, but for the most part, this is a quarter cup of sugar I'm putting in here. This is also 2 cups of Aldi's pancake mix. You can use any kind of pancake mix that you want. You can use Biscuit if you want. Okay. And then this is a cup of milk. I'm expecting to use about a half a cup, but I'm working and looking at texture here. So let me blend this in. So you really want this a little thinner than you would biscuit dough. Somewhere between biscuit dough and pancake mix. You don't want it runny, but you do want it wet. Okay, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla to give it a nice richer flavor. Okay, this is looking good. I'm going to add more milk to it. You don't want to work the dough too much. You don't necessarily want to get all the lumps out. Or the batter. Yeah. See, that's like between pancake and between biscuit. I used just about 3/4 of a cup of milk. Alright, so I don't want to stir that anymore, but I do want to let it set for about 2 minutes. So that's been about 2 minutes. I hope this pan with aluminum foil isn't blinding your eyes overhead when you look at this. So this is just a cookie sheet covered with aluminum foil, and I've sprayed it down with cooking spray. It's actually butter flavored cooking spray. And you want to take this and just spoon it in about like that. Okay, there we go. So you're not rolling it out like you would a biscuit. You're just spooning it in here like that. Let's get the last of that batter. So now I have some melted butter, and I am just going to brush this lightly with some melted butter. It's just a little something different, a little something special. You don't have to do that. And then here is the sugar. It's just table sugar, granulated sugar. I'm just going to sprinkle some, just a light coating on the top. There we go. This should be good. And I'm going to put them in the oven at 375 degrees. You want it hot. You want them to rise and cook fast. And then the butter and the sugar should caramelize and make it really nice. Be back in about 15 minutes. All right, so these are done. Look at that. They look golden brown. So I'm just going to take them off and let them cool on this wire rack here. Oh, look at that. That looks good, and they smell so good. You can really smell the vanilla. So we're going to let them cool off and get to room temperature. It won't be long. And then we're going to make the shortcakes, and you're going to love it. See you in a bit. So it's time to build these things. These look so good. You can see how crunchy and crispy they are on top, but they're still tender on the inside. And then the strawberries, look at this. Look at all that juice that got released in those strawberries. So this is just going to be absolutely delicious. So I'm going to start by putting one of these shortbreads on here. And then I'm going to cover that with some strawberries. And I like a lot of juice. I just do. I always have. So I'm going to put some extra juice on there, like that. There we go. And then put another piece of shortcake on top with some more strawberries. Look at that. And we'll just put some juice on there. Yeah, just that extra juice just makes it so good. And then just top it off with Cool Whip or any sort of whipped topping that you have. I mean, you could make homemade whipped cream. I'm gonna have another video out shortly making a Black Forest cookies where I'm going to make whipped cream from scratch. So there you have it. It's easy. I just used pancake batter, threw a little sugar in it, a little bit of vanilla, and made it so that it was like halfway between pancake batter and biscuit dough. Cooked that, a little bit of sugar in the strawberries, and some Cool Whip. Very simple, very easy. Like I said, I call it shortcut strawberry shortcake. So I'm just dying to try this. Look at that, it looks so good. The strawberries, the shortbread, the whipped cream. I tell you, that little butter and sugar on top just gives it a nice little something crunchy, chew, sweet, caramely thing. It's just absolutely fantastic. Try it. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna have some other dessert videos coming out, so y'all have fun. I think I may have gotten it too thin. I need to add your tablespoon of vanilla, so I probably just ruined this. I don't know how you're going to edit that out. That probably ruined them too.